Shalom, shalom, peace, peace, family. Y'all climb on in. Shalom, shalom. Peace, peace. Climb on in here. Yeah, a lot of people been telling me that since I've been going live from all three platforms that it's not notifying Facebook right away. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna work on that and see what's been going on with that, family. But y'all climb on in for now. Climb on in. Y'all see what's on the board. We got the body was created to naturally heal itself. That's what we're gonna talk about today. The body was created to naturally heal itself. Let's talk about that. A lot of people been hitting me up with a cold and flu-like symptoms. Man, my son, my youngest boy, he ended up coming down with a little flu. I ended up healing him on up, and I got hit with it. You know what I'm saying? I had to heal myself on up. So I really want to talk about that today. You know, cold and flu-like symptoms, how the body was naturally created to truly heal itself, and really talk about just the mucosa elimination process and how your body automatically do that anytime that any type of foreign protein or foreign invader, foreign bacteria or viral load into the body, and show y'all how to use the herbs and what herbs to use to actually add to your system to help that cleansing mechanism. Remember, the herbs are truly for the healing of the nation, but it's not the herbs that are healing you. It's the God-like body that Yahweh created inside of you. Your body is already created to naturally heal itself. The herbs assist, and the herbs help open up airways to plumb and astringe the body to get that excess mucus up out of the mucosa membrane. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Y'all climb on in. We got a good giveaway at the end. Y'all know I like buying y'all some stuff and giving it away. I gave away a good juicer last time. This time I'm giving away a press juicer. It's what I'm giving away today, a press juicer and some herbs. Before I get started, I did want to show y'all that the last people did actually get their herbs. The last people that won did get their herbs, y'all, and I'm going to show y'all pictures of that real quick, and then we're going to get started. Again, this is basically called The Body Was Naturally Created to Heal Itself. We gonna show y'all suppressive therapy or suppressive allopathic therapy, showing how the doctors truly give you chemicals and medicines to suppress the symptoms that you having. But I'm gonna prove today that the symptoms that you be going through when you so-called yourself sick is actually your body trying to heal itself. So when you go to the doctor, they're gonna give you suppressive therapy. You know what I'm saying? Medicines, chemicals, anti-suppressants, inflammatory suppressants, anti-inflammatory. All of these things are stopping your body natural healing mechanism. So let's talk about it. Y'all like and y'all share this. If y'all been following me for a long time, make sure y'all liking and y'all sharing. I mean, this information do need to go out, and let's get to it. So, and I'm gonna answer questions at the end. So if y'all got any questions, please don't ask them until we done. All right, now look, check this out. So I know y'all be thinking like, he always claiming he giving away stuff. Is the people really getting them? Yes, they are. And they actually, when they get their gifts, they tag me in them. So I just want to show y'all a few of that, a few things like that, and then we're gonna get this started. So let me share my screen real quick. And if y'all can see my screen sharing, y'all type in some 9s. And then we're going to pull up a few pictures. If y'all can see my screen sharing, type in some 9s. Let me click on my Facebook so I can see y'all as well. I ain't forgot about my YouTubers. I'm going to be in and out watching that as well. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to all of my channels in there, y'all. Let's keep this stuff going. Keep giving away stuff. All right, I see myself on here. Type in some 9s if y'all can see my screen. Let me show y'all. So probably like a month ago, a little over a month ago, we did actually did some giveaways. My Ock right here, yo Ock Steve-O, he won something. Never met this brother a day in my life. This is no gimmick. He actually won the 3 bidders. What happened was he won a answer. He won the question. I asked an answer. He won it. He got it right. He was first to get it right, so he received the 3 bidders. He said, "Shalom, my brother. I just received them today. Bless you. Well, thanks again." You see what I'm saying? So he won one. Ox Steve-O, again, never met him a day in my life. He gonna be in the live probably. He followed me a lot too. Hallelujah for that. Who else? This is from Felicia Benson. This is another beautiful sister that followed me on the live, and I gave away a $600 juicer. See that? Gave away brand new in the box, still in the wrap, never opened it. You see what she said? All praises to the Most High. Hallelujah for my winnings. Thank you, Yaki Hickman. And she actually tagged my fan page. You see, and she tagged a lot of people. Again, never met her a day in my life. Then talked to her over the phone about certain things due to healing, but never actually met her a day in my life. So this is not no gimmicks. I'm not just, I love doing for my people, especially if y'all are here to learn and y'all here to heal yourselves. Whatever I can do to make that better, make that process easier, that's what I do. All right. So this is another person that won a $600 juicer. Okay. I'm gonna do one more and we'll get it started. Last but not least, hold on, that's Ox Steve. Here go another sister that won the foundation for us. Her name is Sis Ishiya. Sis Ishiya. You know what I'm saying? Look, shout out to the brother from another mother. I appreciate all you do for your people. Bless up, Yaki Hickman, the four elements. So people are truly winning these things, and these things are getting shipped. I'm not asking y'all to pay for shipping or none of that. If you hear and you want to heal yourself, and you hear for this true good information, and you really want to heal your body and heal your mind and spirit, if I can help you in any way possible, that's what we're here for. We have started a donation thing too, where you donate to me and you put 4 packages, and we don't touch that money. All the money that you donate to Yaki Awaken and I Have Lotus Research Center, we actually put that towards packages for people that can't afford packages to get shipments and things out there for them, because there's people out here dying of cancer, of lupus, full-blown AIDS, HIV, diabetes, fibroids, got tumors on their brain. So we got a donation page. If you go to the website and click on more, it's a whole donation link. What you do is when you donate, just put in there for packaging, for healing, and we never touch none of that money, y'all. That money go towards free healing, and we give away about 4 to 6 healing packages for free each month. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of people on my live feed that can vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? So all praises to that. So I'm just trying to help as much as I can, because our people need that. Our leaders have failed us. Our black leaders have failed us. So somebody got to step in and step up and show out for our people. So since we got that done, and y'all see all the proof and evidence of all these things being given away for free, of course I do. Hold on, family. 1 second, where I'm at, y'all. Okay, there I go. So of course, at the end of this video, I got these to give away. I got a few bitters to give away and some more 4 elements. So let's get started, y'all. So look, this is talking about the body. The body was naturally created to heal itself. That's what it was. That's what it's here for. When the Most High made you, the Most High made you very, very beautiful and very wonderful. It's something in you that, man, that is beautiful, called carbon, or what we call melanin. Okay. Now, the body was created to heal itself. The thing is that you have been taught since you was a youngster that when your body is going through symptoms that you are sick. No, you've been sick. When your body going through symptoms, the body is trying to bring alkaloids inside your body to aid the sickness, and then the manifestation of alkaloids entering in your body to get rid or expel all the mucus that your mucosa membrane have built up from being compromised. These symptoms y'all call sickness, or the doctor calls sickness. So say if you have a flu, right? When you have a flu, mucus, notice all these things. And look, this is the crazy part. You can't name one disease or one sickness without mucus being in it. Whether it's mucus inside of the blood, or whether it's mucus expressing themselves out of your nose, out of your ears, out of your mouth, out of your butt, you know, it's still mucus. The reason why is because you have excess of mucus buildup due to the mucosa membrane being compromised. So when you have a flu, what happens with the flu? The first thing with a flu, you get the fever. Now, what's the point of a fever? The fever is the point to bring the temperature up inside your mucosa membrane to actually set in inflammation, which is, we're going to get to inflammation too, but the fever is to set up the mucosa membrane by the thyroid and parathyroid. The thyroid and the basal temperature go up in your body for you can sweat. Well, the reason why the body wants you to sweat while you sit and you get the fever, right? That's why you should never bring down a fever. Keep it up. Keep it up. Now, if it get too high, you can cause brain damage and stuff like that. But I mean, if it's over 103 and down, keep that fever going. If it get to 104, 1.5, then, you know, put things around the neck and try to cool it down. But try your hardest not to go to the hospital, and try your hardest not to get any type of anti-suppressives to bring that down, because your body is trying, your parathyroid and your thyroid gland is trying to bring your body to a state of heat for you can sweat. Now, what are you sweating out? The reason why you have skin, your skin is the biggest elimination organ that your body has. It's your third kidney. So when you're sweating, you're really getting rid of all these toxins that's built up inside of your mucosal membrane, or inside of your bloodstream, or inside of your lymphatic system. That's the reason why, and that's the whole purpose and point for you sweating in the first place. That's why you have a fever. Now, what we do is we get antisuppressants, we get anti-feverish things. We go get ibuprofen, we go get aspirin, we go get a Brutalol, we go get all these different things to stop the fever. Now you're not sweating. So if you're not sweating all these toxins or all these viruses from your skin because you have stopped the fever, now what's happening? Viral load stagnation. These things get caught in the mucosal membrane. The mucosal membrane is not leaving because you stopping all the symptoms. So now agglomulation sets in. When agglomulation sets in, mucus turn into plaque. You don't want viruses and you don't want bacterium that's not supposed to be inside your body to turn into plaque, because now these things are truly living inside of your mucous membrane, which is inside your body. Okay, now these things is actually what causes tumor, and we're going to explain that as well. So fever, the whole purpose of the fever is to promote sweating. The reason why I promote sweating, because your third kidney is your skin, which is the largest elimination system in your body. That's why you have to sweat. That's the whole point of the thyroid and the parathyroid, is to produce calcium through thioxin and to sweat. You have to sweat, y'all. That's the whole point of it. Now, the second thing, the cough. Okay, so first we got the fever. Now what's coming with these flu-like symptoms and these cold-like symptoms? We got a cough. Now notice what happens inside of your chest and your diaphragm when you cough. You're breaking up mucus and phlegm. You're breaking up mucus, phlegm, and acids. You're breaking up crystallized mucus. You're breaking up mucus plaque. That's why a cough always follows a fever. So whenever you coughing, now you want to get an anti-cough, a cough suppressant. To get that cough. No, look, especially your children, the cough is good. Quit trying to smother things down their throat to stop them from coughing. They have to break up that agglomulation. And look, the thing about infants and babies is they don't know how to spit up like you. They don't know how to, when they sneeze, they don't know how to bring it up and spit that mucus out. The mucus is what's killing you, because the mucus is causing mucus erosion to each cell inside the body, and it's going on top of that cell and it's starting to rot, and it turns into a putrefaction. Once them cells become putrefied, now it start breaking off into glucose. This glucose turned into a mold. This mold actually kills the cell. Now the cells have uncontrollable mitosis or or what we call apoptosis, which is cellular death. Now you're getting worse into a sickness. Now the whole time you have mucus that needs to come out. So your lymphatic system is being what? Not only is your lymphatic system being inflamed, but your lymphatic system is being stagnant because you're not getting rid of the build up mucus. So the cough is to break up mucus inside the bronchial tubes, to break up mucus inside the lungs, to break up mucus anywhere inside your body for you can expel it and get rid of it. So now we got fever. Why are we trying to get rid of fever when it makes me sweat? What am I sweating out? Toxins, metabolic waste, viral loads. Now I got a cough. Why am I trying to get rid of the cough? The cough is doing what? Naturally breaking up phlegm, naturally breaking up mucus, naturally breaking up naturally breaking up mucus plaque. Then next we got sneezing. Achoo, achoo. Now notice when you chew, notice you can't sneeze without breathing deep from that diaphragm first, right? The whole mucosal membrane have something to do with all this. When you sneeze and you breathing from that diaphragm, then you get to the back of that esophagus and then you expelling. What are you expelling? You're expelling microorganisms. You're expelling microparasitics. You're expelling viruses. That's why they say cover your mouth when you coughing, or cover your mouth when you sneeze, because your body is naturally expelling these things that's keeping you sick. But no, you say, I got an allergy. I need to go get some Benadryl. I need to go get some Claritin. That is your mucosal membrane trying to cleanse itself, because there's only one disease, family, and that disease is suffocation of your cells through cellular constipation due to the what? Immunological system. What makes up the immunological system? The mucosal membrane and the lymphatic system. You can't name one disease, not one disease that's not dealing with the mucosal membrane or the lymphatic system. They're the same system. It's a lipid. It's a lipid. This is what deals with all of your dead cells. This is what deals with toxin. This is what deals with bad emotions. This is what deals with negative energy. Your mucosa membrane and your lymphatic system. Period. Period. The blood ain't cleansing nothing. The blood have to be cleansed itself by the spleen, right? Because the moment the blood becomes acidic, what happens? You die. You can't even live 2 minutes with the blood being acidic. So any type of dirt that hit the blood, it automatically get transfused through the lymphatic system. You're only dealing with two systems, y'all. You have two fluid systems in your body. That is blood and that is lymph. The lymphatic system is 4 times bigger than the blood. Why is that? That's because it literally cleans everything. It cleanses your blood. It cleanses your cells through something called interstitial fluid. It cleanses everything inside of your body, period. So that's the reason why you have so much mucus, is because the lymphatic system and the mucosal membrane have been compromised. Now, mucus is a defense, but it also can be a killer. The defense is it keeps foreign invaders outside of itself. It keeps foreign invaders from entering to the blood barrier. You see that? You have something called macrophages that stay inside of the lymph nodes and that swim throughout the mucosal membrane, and it eats up bad bacteria. It eats up acidosis. It eats up bad cellular erosion. It actually eats up complicated and uncontrollable mitosis, or what we call uncontrollable dividing cells. That's what these macrophages do inside of this mucosal membrane. So the mucosal membrane is a defense mechanism. But when you get sick and you constantly eating and you eating all these things that are bad for your body, eating all these GMO foods, eating all these nightshades, eating all these things that you're not supposed to be eating, now excessive mucus build up. Now, when excessive mucus build up, it's like somebody choking you out. That's what's happening to the cell, because the cell can no longer breathe. Then the cell died. And when you have cellular death and you don't have cellular reproduction, that's what death is. It's all death is. When you run out of cells, you run out of cells. So now we covered fever, we done covered cough, we covered sneeze. Let's get into inflammation. Now, inflammation is when the mucosal membrane have been inflamed to, again, heat things up to get circulation going, right? This is where you get rheumatoid arthritis from. Rheumatoid arthritis. This is where you get all these inflammatory, these itises from. Vaginitis, sinusitis. All these itises equals inflammation. Well, the inflammation is not the disease. The inflammation is the body bringing itself into a natural state to bring circulation. Why do you need circulation through your body? What's the main circulation? Lymphatic system needs to circulate to what? Filter through the kidneys. Because the only way you getting rid of any micro waste, any metabolic waste, any type of viral loads, any of these things, truly the kidneys, through the urethra, the kidneys have to filter the lymphatic system. It have to filter it. Nothing else filters the lymphatic system but the kidneys in your skin. Nothing else. Nothing else. Everything else cleanses the blood, because the blood have to keep the proper pH balance. And that's 7.4. Too low and too high, you dead. So y'all see how this go? So all these things that you're going to the doctor for, you're going to the doctor for symptoms. And then instead of them telling you the truth, which is that these symptoms or your body naturally healing itself, they suppress the symptoms. They take the fever away. They want to take the inflammation away. They want to take the swelling away. They want to take the cough away. They want to take the sneezing away. Then they give it a thing called allergies. Ain't no such thing as allergies. These are antigens built up into the mucosal membrane that's very foreign to the macrophages that's in the mucosal membrane. So what's happening? You sneezing. What's happening? Eyes are getting puffy. You get rashes and hives on your skin. What is these rashes and hives and stuff on your skin? This is literally parasites and microorganisms and antigens leaving the skin. So in your naked eye, they're going to be expressed as all types of rashes and bumps and pimples. But to the body mechanism, that's the macrophages pushing them to the skin. So anybody that's dealing with skin problems, what's happening is your mucosal membrane, the inside of your body, is very, very acidic. All right, you're only dealing with two types of chemistry when it comes to nature, y'all. You dealing with acid and you dealing with alkaline. Acids are very corrosive. Alkalines are very base. You're dealing with hot, which is acids, and you're dealing with cold, which is alkaline. That's why you say, I caught the cold. I caught an alkaline metabolic process. Now I'm coughing. Now I'm sneezing. Now I have a fever. Now I'm swollen everywhere, and I feel inflammation. because I caught the cold. Remember, cold is alkaline. Since when have it ever been bad to catch a cold or catch a alkalizing detoxification process? Because the body have to eliminate waste. But when the elimination process, which is the mucosa membrane and the lymphatic system, gets stagnant because you eating dairy products, you drinking alcohol so much, you eating animal proteins every single day, you chopping on a chicken wing. These things irritate the mucosa membrane. Now what happens is these lymph nodes, or the septic tank, they are part of the sewage system that we call the lymphatic system. It's microfibers that lives inside of there and bacteria that lives inside the lymph nodes, and what they do is they eat up acid. You see how beautiful Yahweh created your body? You have lymph nodes all throughout your body. Inside these lymph nodes, you truly have macrophages and you have bifidum bacteria that go around and eats on acidosis. Well, say if the lymphatic system get backed up and these lymph nodes become swollen, they're blocked now. So now, okay, they didn't ate up everything on the inside, but when they start pooping, and your cells start pooping, where do this poop go? If you got to poop right now, you go to the toilet and you poop, right? You go to the toilet, you relieve yourself. Desification, you go and you do your thing. It's called a bowel movement. Well, what if I tell you that there's 150 trillion miniature yous inside your body called cells that makes up who you are? You see that? Atoms, protons, and neutrons create cells. All right, cells actually create more cells. These cells are called blood and organs and bones. These things create big old things called skin and meat. This creates a full-grown human being. So you are a walking vehicle full of 150 trillion cells. Well, each of your cells can see. Each of your cells have to take a dump because each of your cells eat. What do it eat? It eats what? Minerals. It eats lipids. You see that? It eats oxygen, things that the blood feeds to it. Remember, the blood feeds, the nerves move, and the lymphatic system cleanse. So blood is going to be feeding. Just because your lymphatic system is stacked up and it's backed up, and now you pooping in your kitchen, that don't mean the blood going to stop doing its job, because the moment the blood stop doing its job, you die. So the blood sit around and just constantly feed the cells, So the cells are constantly eating. Well, that you have something called the mitochondria of the cell. That's the digestive system of the cells. You have the Golgi apparatus of the cells. That's the respiratory system of the cells. That's the lungs of the cells. You see that? You have the central nervous system of the cell, what they call the nuclei, or nucleus, new sun of the cells. That's the brain of the cells. The cells are a miniature you. You are a walking miniature universe. So when you eat, your blood literally supplies through blood capillaries in the duodenum of your small intestines. You start feeding each 150 trillion of your cells. Now your cells are eating. So what? Your cells got to go to the bathroom too. Well, guess what's the toilet in the sewage system to your cellular bathroom? It's called the lymphatic system. Now, if the lymphatic system is backed up and your cells are taking a poop, now what happens? When anytime a toilet get flushed and it backs up inside of your bathroom, what happens? It's shit everywhere. And what's this poop? This poop is very, very dangerous because it's toxic. Now, what happens? It turns into acidosis. It starts to stink. It starts to attract what? Magnets. Just what we in the body, we gonna call these parasites or bad bacteria. If you don't get these things out, you get sick. And if you catch these viral loads, you can die. So what's the first thing you do when your toilet and your septic tank get backed up? You gonna call a plumber. Well, guess what Yaki is? Yaki is a plumber to the human body. I'm going to go through and I'm going to use my plumbing utensils, or what I call my herbs, to alkaline the body and to cleanse everything out, to get that astringent, that pulling all the agglomeration out. Then I'm going to put you on an alkaline diet that is very, very high in simple amino acid structures and simple sugars, what we call monosaccharides. And these things are going to help cool and aid the body. Remember, whenever you cooling anything, this is alkaline. Whenever things get hot, this is acidosis. You're only dealing with two chemistries, y'all. Remember, you have 150 trillion cells inside of your body. They have to eat like you. They have to sleep like you. They have to poop like you. They need water like you. All of that. So make sure you're feeding your body proper nutrition, y'all. So stop letting them suppress what's going on with you. Stop letting them stop your fever. If you got a fever and it's not high, especially a baby. If a baby have a fever, right, and that baby is not shaking, Okay, it's good to have hot and cold flashes. It's good. Anybody that know y'all key, I tell you to take hot and cold showers. This thing jumps the mucous membrane and get the lymphatic system moving. Dry brush, hot and cold. Take a shower real hot, then turn it on cold before you get out. This is going to get that lymph moving. That's the reason why your body goes through hot and cold flashes, go through heat flashes. Your body is naturally trying to heal itself, family. But the doctors, this allopathic thinking, which is the most stupidest thinking ever, they want to suppress everything. They think that they can heal you by giving you poison. But what type of ideology is that? And then we blindly follow it. We blindly follow it because we don't have brothers that's going to sit up here and tell and sisters that's going to sit up here and tell our people the truth, because Ireland, they want monetary gain. They want fame out of it, because it's really no money in true healing. Because if you're truly healing, then you can't come back to me. Huh? You got herpes and I heal you of herpes. You ain't coming back for herpes no more, because I healed you from it. You got cancer and I fully healed you of cancer. It ain't no point of coming spending your money. You don't have it no more. So we got people that's playing around with our people, like these doctors and a lot of these different industry companies and a lot of different pharmaceutical companies that's truly keeping us sick and giving us false information to keep us down for we can be consumers, y'all. The truth is you ain't got to be sick. The truth is, you don't have to die from disease. Huh? Everybody talking about the coronavirus and this virus, then this virus. If the lymphatic system was clean, you wouldn't get none of that. Keep the lymphatic system clean. Get off the meat. Get off the animal protein, not plant. Get off the animal protein. You see that? Stay away from it, because that's the number one thing. Animal protein and dairy products is the number one thing that is compromising our mucosal membrane, whether y'all want to admit to it or not. And for my Hebrews, a lot of my Hebrews is going to tell me, well, in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Hebrew. Like, I follow strictly Torah. I believe from Genesis to Revelations. A lot of y'all don't know that, but I do. I teach the Bible. I'm a spiritual teacher. Teach every Shabbat day. Well, God gave us the meat and said it was good. That ain't the meat we eat right now. The meat y'all eating right now ain't even real. Where did the chicken even come from? Huh? Where did the cow come from? All these hybrid animals that we think are actually real and it's not. Do y'all know what that meat is doing to y'all? I'm in the laboratories looking at what meat's doing to y'all. I'm in the hospital with patients and clients that's dying, where I have to cleanse them. And the only way I can cleanse them of AIDS, of herpes, of high blood pressure, of diabetes, of lupus, of cancer. Guess what the first thing they have to do? They have to drop the dairy, the milk, and the meat. Got to drop it, because these things are called foreign protein. Foreign protein. The metabolism, look, the biometabolism, the product from these are acids. Then it's binding to your DNA, killing your cells. So notice, once you start getting away from the protein and you start adopting an alkaline environment or alkaline diet, the cooling starts. Inflammation go away. The cough now naturally goes away. The fever now naturally go away. The headaches, you know what headache come from? The mucosal membrane been inflamed inside of your sinus system. That's what they call migraine. Do I take something for the migraine, or do I take herbs to get the purging going? Huh? Whenever you have a headache, you should see snot coming from the nose. If not, then you have that. Look, that mucous membrane inside them sinuses is going to turn into sinusitis. What do that mean? That means that inflammation is blocking the lymphatic system, or in the head is called the glymphatic system, from doing its job, which is to drain properly. You have to drain, you have to cleanse. Just like you take a poop and you wipe your butt and you flush that toilet and that poop goes into a sewage system. Same thing as your cells. When they take a poop and they wipe their butt and they flush that cellular toilet, it needs to go into the sewage system that we call the lymphatic system. This goes inside the lymph nodes. The lymph nodes have bifidobacterium bacteria microphages that eats the acids and that eats the bad bacteria, that eats bad blood cells, that eat cellular mitosis, that eat cellular apoptosis. It takes those, and then guess what the microphages do? It takes that and it drives it down to the kidneys. Then the kidneys eliminate it through what? Your urethra. You either peeing it out or you boo-booing it out. You're going to sweat it out through lymph nodes. Why do you think you sweat up under your armpits? Them are lymph nodes up under your armpits. Cellular respiration. It's good to sweat. All these things are good for the body, but we are getting into the allopathic thinking, which is these crazy ass doctors that don't know what they talking about and ain't healed the damn thing. telling us what to do, and then we blindly follow them because we have lost our teachers. We have lost our heritage. We have lost our culture. We have lost our God. They gave us a God. They gave us a heritage. They give us teachers. They give us doctors, and then we blindly follow this and wonder why we the most sickest nation on the planet. Look, all we have to do is make common sense of these things, family. Make common sense. Dang, I notice when I cough, mucus get broken up and I got to spit it up. But that's a good thing. Dang, I got a fever. Well, I notice when I get a fever, I sweat. Dang, I'm getting rid of mucus. That's a good thing. Huh? Achoo. Dang, when I notice when I sneeze, these vapors and these micro things are coming from my mouth and my nose. That's a good thing. You see that? Why would I want to suppress any of these things? These are keeping the foreign invaders from entering into my body and they leaving my body. Why would I want to keep them inside my body? Makes no sense. Makes no sense, y'all. Makes no sense. So look, welcome cold and flu-like symptoms. Welcome them. Anybody that's talking about, look, anybody that's talking about, you got a cold and flu-like symptoms, you got fevers, you got to go to the hospital, you don't know what you're talking about. Huh? Because guess what my herbs do? Guess what Yaqui herbs do? I purposely, look, Yaqui purposely put you in a cold and flu-like scenario. My herbs is going to bring up all of that mucus. It's going to be coming out of your ears, your nose, your mouth, your vagina, the tip of your penis, your butt. You're going to get balls. Look, when I put these herbs in you, mucus, you're going to get rashes, itchy elbow. You're going to get fever. You're going to feel like you dying. Hallelujah. All praises. Because that means what? Mucus, viruses, viral loads, cellular mitosis, dead cells, bad bacterium is leaving your body. Huh? It's leaving your body. So whenever you get these symptoms, whenever you get sick, don't take no medicine. I wouldn't. Well, my bad, y'all. They be messing with me when I say that. Legally, I can't say that. What I'm going to say is, if Yaqui, I'm going to use myself as an example. If Yaqui gets sick, I'm not taking no medicine. I'm going to let my body do what Yahweh created to do, and I'm going to get on some tea. I'm going to get on some herbal infusions. I'm going to take some herbal capsules to help plumb the body. I'm going to get on some 3 bitters. Bitter 1, bitter 2, bitter 3. I'm going to make sure I got my sea moss going. That way while I'm cleansing, I'm simultaneously building back up my mechanism. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to get on some blood cleansers, making sure the blood is getting super cleansed to keep dumping that stuff into the lymphatic system. I'm going to try my blood purifier. You see that? I'm going to stick with the 3 bitters. I'm going to make sure my kidneys are eliminating properly. I'm going to get my intercellular cleanse to make sure my kidneys are open up to actually filter this lymphatic system. But I need to break up the lymphatic fluid because it's stagnating and my lymph nodes have been swollen. I'm going to get my lymphatic stem capsules and my lymphatic stem tincture to start breaking it up. Now, I will say this. It's been people that's been sick for over 50 years, and then they will get my herbs, and then their lymph nodes will swell so big. I even had one person that bust, and this is because the herbs work so good that the first thing it did was swell up because it's trying to pull and move everything. Remember, I'm a plumber, so my herbs are very astringent, and the lymph nodes started getting real big, boils on backs, boils under the armpit, boils on butt. They're like, Yaqui, you're killing me. And I'm like, no, we probably just need to step back a little bit because you got so much agglomeration in you. You have so much chemicals and acids inside of you that's been built up. We probably just need to slow down on the lymphatic cleansing a little bit. So whenever you're going through that and you really starting to see things swell up while you're taking the herbs, like the lymph nodes behind the ears, up under the throat, up under the armpits, or you getting balls and stuff like that, don't stop taking the herbs. Never suppress or stop cleansing yourself. Never do that. Just slow it down. Okay. If you're taking 3,000 grams, if you're taking 3,000 grams and you're doing that twice a day, slow it down. That's 6,000 grams. Slow it down to 3. Just take 3 capsules in the morning. And then once these things start to get moving, pick it back up. But never stop your cleanse. Never stop your cleanse, ever. Because that's what the doctors want to do. They want to literally suppress. It's literally called suppressive allopathic therapy. Look it up if y'all think I'm lying. These jokers got a name for it. Suppressive allopathic therapy, where their whole ideology is to suppress your body, suppress your symptoms, suppress all of it. Take the anti-this, anti-that, anti-this, anti-that. No, we pro-fever. Let that body burn up, but you can sweat out that stuff. We pro-cough. Cough, young child. Break up all that agglomeration in that chest area. You see what I'm saying? So we have to truly change the ideology of healing, y'all. You are created by Yahweh. Do y'all understand what that means? You think he just created a full-grown human being that can start off as an infant, start off as an embryo inside of embryonic fluid, come out as an infant, grow into a toddler, grow into a young boy, then to a young girl, to a teenager, to a full adult? You think he created you to live for 80 to 100 years and he don't have no type of self-cleaning, healing mechanism that's built inside of you? Do you know how, man, like the miracles that lies inside of your body? Truly inside of you is the universe. You know how much you match nature, family? And you don't think nothing inside of you can heal itself. You're going to go to a damn chemical that was created in a laboratory? Make it make sense. Then look at our African ancestors. They ain't never went to no doctor. Let's even go into the Romans and Greek. Let's get into Hippocrates and all the other ancient people that study ancient medicine and ancient herbs and ancient botanicals. They never went to a doctor. They healed themselves because they know the body can heal itself naturally. Only thing you have to do is put the body into the right alkaline environment, y'all. What you think geographic genetics is? Why you think I'm traveling United States and telling everybody about that? How you think our healing success rate is so high, y'all? Because we understand if I can put your body back into the natural state, into the natural climate, and give you the natural food that you eat, it'll heal your body. Just like the two gorillas. They had two gorillas in the zoo, y'all. These two gorillas went into the zoo and they changed their diet. They put them on cookies. They hit them on all types of stuff, right? And the gorillas started developing heart disease. So the scientists stepped in. It was some botanist scientists that stepped in and like, look, we have to try something new with the gorilla. Now, remember, the gorilla is from the tropics. The gorilla is from the rainforest. Only thing they eat is fruits, berries, and melons and nuts. Right? Fruits, berries, melons, and nuts. And they eat a whole lot of foliage, bamboo shoots, and they love dandelion greens. They love chickpea green. They love these things. Notice they love everything that's on Dr. Sebi alkaline diet. Notice they love everything that's on my alkaline diet. Gorillas do. Gorillas. You got these big, massive gorillas that don't eat meat at all. Now, if they need to build a little muscle real quick, they'll pick a few insects, eat a termite or eat an ant or something real fast. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that often, but they maintain all of that muscle. They maintain all of that weight, and and you never hear about a gorilla with cancer or heart disease unless you put it into what? Captivity, like they call a zoo. Isn't our people in captivity? Isn't we from the tropics? Isn't we from Africa? Now we in captivity and we done adapted their diet. Now we the number one in heart disease. We the number one in STDs. We the number one in high blood pressure. We the number one in all sicknesses, just like the two gorillas that was in the zoo. So what the botanist scientist did was he was like, you know what? Matter of fact, it was a woman. It wasn't him. He was like, let's try to adapt what their kind eat inside of the jungle. So look, they brought the two gorillas dandelion greens, mustard greens, no bull. They brought it fruits, berries, melons, walnuts, Brazil nuts, just everything that that their client. Remember, geographic genetics. I coined it. That's my word. I came up with it, y'all. Geographic genetics. Where their genetic makeup matches where they come from. They took all the food that naturally grow in their region, right, and gave it to the gorillas. Within a year's time, no more heart disease. The gorillas used to pull their hair out for no reason. Used to lunge at people and try to break the glass and attack people. These two gorillas did not die. They didn't give them no chemicals, no medicine. What they did was actually gave them natural alkaline food that they eat that was provided from their environment, and the gorilla's body naturally healed themselves. They wasn't psychotic anymore. They wouldn't. They used to throw up their food and eat their poop. They stopped doing all of it. And this showing you that your diet is causing your emotional problems. Your diet is causing you to be schizophrenic. Your diet is causing you to be anemic. Your diet is causing you to get heart disease. Your diet is causing you to catch herpes. If your lymphatic system was cleansed and your cells was very, very, very cool through the interstitial fluid, which is the lymphatic fluid, and you are getting the proper amount of nutrients, phytonutrients to the body, guess what? If you did lay down with somebody with herpes, that virus wouldn't even go to the nervous system and burrow itself in, because what that Hemorrhage worm would do, it'd go in and see and it say, damn, it ain't no food here. Ain't no acids to eat on. Damn, it ain't no glycoprotein to eat on. Damn, let me leave. And it's going to go right back out through the system, through cellular respiration or through the urethra by way of the lymphatic system, because you have that sewage system clean. You have to keep your sewage system clean, which is your lymphatic system, y'all. And you never, ever, ever suppress any type of natural metabolic process that your body go through. Whether it's flu, whether it's any of them, coughing, whether it's fever, let your body go on that roller coaster. And you will see how much Yahweh, man, he created some beautiful people. All right? I think I explained enough of that. So if y'all got any questions, matter of fact, give me some nines, y'all. Give me some nines if y'all understood everything I just said. And then I'm going to answer a few questions. I'm going to do these giveaways, and then I'm going to get up out of here. If y'all understood anything I said and y'all have some questions pertaining to what I just said, before we get into the questions and answers and all of that, ask them now. And if y'all understood what I just said, type in some nines, because I'm going back into everything I just said, and I'm going to ask questions out of that for the winnings. So I hope y'all was paying attention to everything I said. And if y'all didn't, y'all better ask y'all questions now, and I'll do a recap. Okay, it seems like y'all all got it. Okay. Well, now I will open up the floor for questions. I will open up the floor for questions. Now, forgive me if I miss y'all. It's 188 people in here. 63 of them, I think it's from Faye. I don't even know how to read the screen yet, but I see it's going to be a lot of questions coming in, family, and sometimes I might miss them. So y'all ask them slow and let me get one off before y'all start asking the other one. All right. Okay, let's see. What are some good fruits for Parkinson, and what are fruits should I avoid? Always avoid, when you're dealing with Parkinson is nervous system disease. And if you actually do research, and I got a lot of articles, Parkinson actually comes from a lot. Look, Parkinson's can develop from herpes, syphilis that's been untreated. And it can actually develop from nerve suppressing medicines and chemicals. A lot of it comes from vaccinations, though. Parkinson comes from vaccination, but it's an attack on the pituitary gland, and it's an attack on the cerebellum, and it causes the nerves to seize up. And that's but your body is still sending messages, but it causes the nerves to dry out and seize up. So even though it's sending melanin neuron transmitters throughout the nervous system for the body can produce motion, they seize. And so that's where you get the shakes from. Well, the first thing you have to do is get off all dairy products. Leave dairy products alone. Get off the animal protein. All right. Get off these autonomic nervous system stimuli that comes from these animals. Get away from animal protein, which means stop eating meat. Get away from dairy products, which is going to cause agglomeration, and it's really going to disturb and erupt the mucous membrane, the mucosa system. And you need fruits like berries. Berries. Remember, berries are always good for the nervous system and for the brain. Get on berries, blueberries, blackberries, goji berries without the hull. Take the hull off the goji berries, all right, because that's a nightshade. And eat a lot of them berries. The fruits to avoid when you're dealing with Parkinson's, all fruits that's GMO, all fruits that have been cross-hybrided, all fruits that doesn't have seeds. All right, and that's a good one. And then if you need to get on any of my herbs for that, my brain, nerve, and adrenal. My brain, nerve, and adrenal is very, very good for that. My amino acid therapeutic package, week 1 and 2 is very good for that too. And we really, really aid that nervous system when we get in there and clean out all of that mercury. If that person, whoever got Parkinson, that person got any teeth fillings and aluminum, get them taken out their mouth, because all these things keep that nervous system suppressed like that. All right. And berries. If you really want to get some acid going and you want to cleanse up that nervous system and that brain real good, go on a grape diet. That grape diet is something crazy. That will pull so much agglomeration from you. All right. They say my daughter have ADHD. Again, Jen, ADHD is another thing that comes from vaccinations. You know what I'm saying? And ADHD actually comes is where they can't pay attention. They can't focus. Cerebrally. Like they can't focus. That's a brain activity. Now, whenever you're dealing with brain activity and focusing, it's dealing with chemicals. Well, what produces chemicals inside your brain? You have the limbic system. And you always gonna have to go after the pituitary gland. And what else, family? Let's see. The pituitary gland and what? The pineal gland. Now, remember that the pituitary gland produces zinc, copper, and gold. So that means they are lacking. That means your daughter is lacking these 3 minerals, zinc, copper, and gold. Now, if they're lacking zinc, copper, and gold, the only thing that brings zinc, copper, and gold to the iron phosphate molecule is what? Selenium. So we need to give her a lot of selenium, high doses of selenium and iron phosphate, for we can bring all that zinc, copper, and gold back to the brain to get that brain to focus and to get that nervous system back. Look, African Americans, so-called African American Negroes, have the most suppressed nervous system of them all. And the reason it was designed like that is because your nervous system connects you to your spiritual body, your God-like body. If y'all didn't know, I'm gonna tell y'all now, we were created to be gods, y'all. We are the most superior race in existence, y'all. We are. And so they spend $40 billion a year to give you food, to promote things, to keep you on TV, to keep you anything to keep you from getting real knowledge and to eating really nutritional foods to suppress your nervous system. Because when your nervous system is really moving how it's supposed to, and this is why Dr. Sebi always aided the nervous system first, you can truly tap into your godlike abilities. You can truly come up with things and build aircraft and build the light bulb, all these things that our ancestors created. And these things keep you up. Whenever I can bring up the electricity to your body, the alkaline, remember, because pH stands for potential hydrogen. Okay, or powered hydrogen. This hydrogen creates something called hydrogen ions. Hydrogen ions is actually what creates this acidic environment. But if I can keep that hydrogen with carbon on it and oxygen connected to it, this is what brings the organic family in. We are part of the original organic humanoids that ever walked this species, y'all. So once we keep that up and we keep oxygen up, we keep that electricity going, you will not get sick. You would think very, very quick. I mean, you would have godlike abilities. That's why, I mean, everything about you is godlike when you're healthy. So whenever we're dealing with ADHD, you're dealing with a chemical suppressant. What do it suppress? The brain, the nervous system. What do it strips? It strips out the main minerals that your pituitary gland needs to actually go through its metabolic process to get you to focus well. Your lymphatic system to get you to focus well. And that's going to be gold, zinc, and copper. Well, what connects to gold, zinc, and copper is selenium. What selenium connects these other minerals that I just said to is iron phosphate. Iron phosphate is introduced through the bloodstream by way of plants, right? By way of plants, and I'll give you those plants. We got, matter of fact, I should go get them. We got guaco. Guaco is very, 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 very high in iron phosphate. We got dandelion leaf and dandelion root. Very, very, very high and concentrated in iron phosphate. Watercress, very high in iron phosphate. Organic kale, very high in iron phosphate. Lamb's quarter, which is a herb, very high in iron phosphate. Sarsaparilla, very high in iron phosphate. Burdock root, very high in iron phosphate. Yellow dock root, very high in iron phosphate. Red willow bark, very high in iron phosphate. Hydrangea root, very high in iron phosphate and in zinc, copper, and gold. You see what I'm saying? Purple sea moss, very high in iron phosphate. So once you actually come up with your compound and you make this iron phosphate is the only electrical magnetic mineral that's ever possessed inside of our body. Once you get that in your body, it's going to automatically attract the other minerals that it needs, and then it's going to hop a train on inside that blood system, and your hemoglobin is going to take a ride, and that hemoglobin is like the train station of the body. That's what the hemoglobin is. It's the train station. It's a protein. It's actually a simple amino acid structures that's produced inside of the blood, and this is your actual your vehicle. Well, what happens is iron brings the oxygen molecule inside of that, and then they go throughout the bloodstream and they drop off to each cellular community. Because remember, you have 150 trillion cells inside your body. Each of these cells are broke up into communities called bones. Your bone structures is full of cells. Cartilage, that's full of cells. The liver is made of cells. Your skin, all these are different communities like Bloods and Crips, or like your black community, your mid-living community, the suburbs. That's how your cell built up. So you need the mailman. The mailman will be your red blood cells. Well, inside of the mailman truck, guess what he popping off? He got oxygen and he got iron phosphate. Well, if he bringing iron phosphate with him, he bringing every other mineral that the body needs. And they going around to each cell and they dumping all these phytonutrients off into different mailboxes. That way your body can live in harmony, y'all. But You have to get rid of the trash. You have to get rid of the sewage. You have to cleanse the brain. So zinc, copper, and gold by way of selenium, iron phosphate will get rid of ADHD. Period. Period. All right, so hold on, y'all. Hold on. I don't want to miss nobody. Man, there's so many questions up in this deal. You don't need vaccinations for schools. No, you don't, unless you're in California. In California, they straight making people get vaccinations. Ain't that crazy? And that's why we need to get out of their school system. You see that? Get out of their school system. Homeschool your own children. You don't want them to learn history. They story anyway. It's full of lies. It's full of lies. We need to be teaching our children what happened before the slave ships. What to take to decalcify the pineal gland. First thing, you have to get off the fluoride, Lil Sherry. Get off the fluoride. Make sure that you're regulating calcium properly. You're not producing too much calcium, which means you have to bring your magnesium intake up. All right, go on an all alkaline diet. You need to get as much chlorophyll that you need inside of you, because chlorophyll and melatonin go hand in hand, because the pineal gland produces melatonin, or what we call melanin, which is nothing but crystallized sugar or dark carbon, what they call black matter. So you need to feed that melatonin. You need to feed that carbon, all right? You can call it carbon or melanin. It's all the same thing. Well, the things that feed these is dark leaf green vegetables and certain conversions of thyroxine and certain conversions of simple amino acid structures. So we need to feed the amino acids. Well, what you do? Fruits, berries, melons, and nuts. Fruits, berries, melons, and nuts. And make sure you eating dark greens. Dark greens. Get some red kale. See, the thing about, and I love the fact that they used to call us colored, because like we truly are, and like our body responds to colored foods so much. It really feeds it's very nutritional for our melanin. That's why I like purple sea moss. You see that? That's why I don't like bleached white flour. Give me some camote. Give me some spelt. You see what I'm saying? Give me that stuff that got a little color in it, because the things that they bleached and that they whited over be the things that lacks the most phytonutrients. Like, for instance, cauliflower. There is no nutrients inside cauliflower. Of course, it's going to grow from the ground, but these was genetically modified in Holland. And the thing about a genetically modified organism is, okay, it will grow from the ground, but it does something different from Yahweh's vegetables and Yahweh fruits and herbs. When you actually dig into soil and you observe the way Yahweh made his herbs, it goes through an antrophoresis mechanism where the roots, it's fingers that stick out from the roots of these different plants, and they suck in minerals from the ground, and then they convert it over. Like they suck in phosphorus and they convert it over into phosphates. You see what I'm saying? They suck in things and they convert them over into things that your body would need. The things that your body would need. So when you put cauliflower in the ground, it will grow, but it's not going to have any minerals in it because it's unnatural. It don't suck in and convert these things. It don't go through the antrophoresis process that it's supposed to go through. So when you eating these things, you're literally eating hollow food that's going to disrupt your ribose nucleic acid and your deoxyribose nucleic acid, other than add to it. You see that? They make these genetically modified foods to alter your DNA. On purpose. They purposely do this stuff, and they doing herbs like that. They doing your food like that, your water like that. So we really just got to be very conscious about what we eating, because what we put in our mouths is causing half of our diseases, family. And these are facts. So yeah, vaccinations. These vaccinations is one of the number one causes to all type of diseases: ADHD, autism, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease. All of these, if you look and you truly, herpes. Look, that Zoster vaccination got everybody got some form of herpes. That's why you have to cleanse your system. If you ever had eczema, herpes, severe acne, herpes, psoriasis, herpes, chickenpox, herpes, shingles, herpes, smallpox, herpes, itchy elbow, hypodermis, herpes. I mean, I can literally give you 120 things that's herpes. So like we have to really relearn, family. I'm telling you, look, it ain't nothing but lies and bullshit out there. Lies on top of more lies on top of more lies. That's what they do. They lie. All right, let's see. Shalom, Yaki. My aunt has been calling you, but no answer. What should she do? The best way, Danila Yasharala, best way, if they've been calling the office, I mean, hundreds of phone calls come through us daily to book a consultation. Go to my website and book a consultation. What to do for fibroids, hypothyroid, anemia? I'm glad you asked that, Gabrielle Jean. So let's talk about the fibroids first. What is fibroids? Fibroids is a glomulation of cells due to what? Due to what? The body either producing too much estrogen or not producing enough estrogen. Most likely it's from producing too much estrogen. Then the estrogen gets converted and turns into progesterone, and these things start feeding the cells too much. Now the cells start breaking down and dying, and when the cells breaking down and die, they clump themselves together and becomes tumors, become cysts, become crystallized tumors, and this is what you call fibroids. So you need to check your pituitary gland because you're producing way too many estrogen or you're not producing enough estrogen. All right. So the main thing I would do is I'll go through my amino acid therapeutic package. I get you off of all dairy products. I give you off of all meat, and I bring up your iron phosphate because your iron phosphate is going to show your hemoglobin and your hemocreatin, and you need to see where your levels at. Make sure it's between 12 and 14. If you down in 9, that anemia gets you. Once that anemia start breaking down, and these be parasites, these be microorganisms inside that red blood cells eating a mess out of your hemoglobin. So most likely you're dealing with a parasite. And you're dealing with a glomulation of cells that's not being leaved or cleansed by the lymphatic system, and they're left to stick themselves together due to producing of a mucosa membrane. So picture you got 150 trillion cells. Well, as we've been talking, inside of my stomach, I have something called serotonin. Serotonin is another conversion of melatonin. But what happens to serotonin? Serotonin helped me produce trillions and trillions of cells. So while we talk, since we've been talking for about like an hour now, I done lost 20 trillion cells, but my body have reproduced it. Now, these 20 trillion cells that I just lost is going to go into my lymphatic system. They're going to hit my lymph nodes, and my macrophages is going to eat them up, and then it's going to take them through my kidneys, or it's going to lead through cellular respiration through my skin, or I'm going to exhale them due to carbon dioxide, right? Well, when you're dealing with fibroids and any type of tumor, because and pimples, they are the same thing. What happens is these cells start to agglomulate because the system is backed up. They're not being cleaned. They don't have anywhere to go. So imagine a dead cell curl on top of a dead cell, and down on top of another dead cell, on top of another dead cell, on top of another dead cell, on top of another. Now we getting something called a mass, cellular mass. These are where you get bumps, pimples, tumors, cysts, fibroids. That's all it is dead agglomulation. Due to what? You either not producing enough minerals to keep the lymphatic system in check, or you producing too much of the conversion of these so-called minerals and or what we call chemical reaction inside the body, and they're agglomerating themselves together, and they're basically becoming tumors. So the first thing you have to do is cleanse your lymphatic system. Most definitely get your iron Most definitely get some iron phosphate in you through some herbs, or you can get on my website and buy my iron phosphate. And then you dealing with anemia, and I have only one kidney, and that's so you need to get at me too, because if you only have one kidney, then that means that because you're a bilateral person, you have two kidneys because you have two sides of your body. That's why you have two arms. That's why you have to check blood pressures on both arms, check the sugar on both your arms, because you're a bilateral human being. You have a left and right side of you. So man, that's going to be a lot of filtering out of one kidney, especially if you're going through anemia and all of that, because that means you have a whole lot of acids built up. But if you get rid of them acids and you get rid of that agglomulation, well, once you get rid of the acids, you're going to get rid of agglomulation. Once you get rid of the agglomulations, that tumor is going to start breaking down, because that's all it is. And then your actual progesterone, which is by way of all these other chemical metabolic processes in your body, will level themselves out. And then you'll see you won't even have fibroids no more. We pull about 3 fibroids out of a woman each month. That's easy work, and I'm not even bragging. Hypothyroidism. Remember, your thyroid is the gear shift to your body, your thyroid. Now, what the thyroid do? The thyroid literally controls everything. The thyroid and the adrenal glands, these the two glands that, man, they do so much. So yours is hypo. It's not hyper, meaning it's not overly active. It's too underactive. So you need to bring it up. This means that you either, this is going to cause you to have a lot of weight, because remember, the thyroid deals with the metabolic process of your whole entire body. And it also deals with your calcium. It deals with your calcium levels, meaning that you need more calcium. You need to get more magnesium into you to shock that thyroid, to bring that thyroid up. You need to most definitely get on some lamb's quarters. You need to get on some wild yam root. Things that's going to help put that thing into gear. You need to get on some kelp, some nori. You need to get iodine inside of you, because this is one of the main things they're doing. And iodine from plants is actually anti-radioactive. These are things that's going to help regulate that calcium in you to get that thyroid back up and running. So you need to be watching out. Check your basal temperature. Make sure it's at a 97 between a 98. This is going to let you know how hypo it is and how underactive it is. And what I would do is I will get my thyroid and parathyroid tincture off my website. I will most definitely get some sea moss off my website, and my brain, nerve, and adrenal, and that'll help kick that thyroid back up and keep it up and running. All right, and then you most definitely need some minerals inside of you. Get you a lot of minerals inside of you, and then your anemia, get my iron phosphate. And as far as them fibroids, you need to just get my amino acid therapeutic package, where we can shrink them fibroids and dissolve them and get them up out of you. All right. My queen has a large gallstone and she's 3 months pregnant. What do you suggest? Frank B. White. Now, since she's pregnant, we can't put her on too many herbs, because them herbs will bring her into premature labor. Because them herbs are astringent and they pull on things. What I suggest is, while she's pregnant, is to go on an all fruit diet. All fruit, just nothing but fruit. Fruit to actually dissolve that gallstone batter. Now, that gallstone. So the gallbladder is actually right up under the kidney, and the gallbladder is a reservoir tank to hold bile. And bile is actually what wraps around your food to help the digestive process. Now, if she has stones, that means that this bile that's been produced by these proteins have been agglomerated and have hardened up, meaning she's dealing with too many salts and her body is very, very dehydrated. So she needs to take her water intake up to at least 64 ounces of natural alkaline spring water a day. Take that up and get on fruits to start that astringent process naturally, but not adding in too many heavy astringents like the herbs that I give you. Because if I give you them herbs while you're pregnant, she gonna have that baby prematurely, because the herbs that we get is super powerful and they got the right ratio. So that's what I do. And then once she dropped that baby, holler at me and we'll clean any more stones that's left in her. And we have to remember, taking in too many minerals while not staying hydrated is what causes these stones problems. Whenever you break open a stone, you're going to find phosphorus, you're going to find calcium, you're going to find silicone, you're going to find all these things, salts. And all salts is minerals that have been binded and converted together. Whenever you see any of these stones, that's what it is. It's called calcification. Well, calcification comes from calcium. So stones has come with too many minerals in the body, either oxide minerals, meaning minerals that's produced by rocks and not produced by plants, or minerals that have been agglomerated because you're so hydrated, you're so dehydrated because you're not bringing alkaline water to your body. All right, so that's the way you break them up. Since your rib is pregnant, most definitely do her that way. All fruit diet, mainly grapes. Grapes are really astringent that naturally, and drink a whole lot of water. And then once she give way with that baby, and congratulations on new life too. Once she give birth to that baby, holler at me and I get some herbs in you that get rid of that real quick. Well, I passed the kidney stones. Lenny, yes, you gonna pass some kidney stones. Yes, you will. They're gonna dissolve and break down. They're not gonna be so big where you really feel them coming out, but you might catch one or two that you're gonna feel tinkling up out of you that's gonna hurt like hell. But my amino acid therapy usually break all of that down. While on your amino acid therapy package and taking bitters for healing, do you take all bitters, each one per day, or just take bitters one? Nah, so if you actually Rael, if you actually read the instructions on my 3 bitters, it tell you that you're gonna make them all at once and you're gonna take them all at once back to back, and you do that once daily. If you're suffering from an illness like cancer and stuff, you use the cup. If you're just doing preventive maintenance, since they so bitter and so powerful, do 2 tablespoons. If it's for a baby, follow the dosage that's on the instructions that's on the website. All right, but no, you most definitely take them 3 back to back to back. That's how you take them. I'm actually working on a video. It should be up by tomorrow where it's showing you how to do that. When are you posting your herbal courses? My herbal, that's going to be posted sometime next month. The herbal course is going to be available late July, y'all. and all the stuff on how to sign up and stuff like that will be on there. And I'm also trying to give out my book too, release my book at that time, The Manifestation Guides in the Flesh. How do you feel about kombucha tea? How do I feel about that? Well, the kombucha tea, the mushrooms, I love the mushrooms, long as it's not shiitake. Shiitake mushroom is actually a fungi. Portobello mushrooms is not a fungi at all. It comes a part of the sporing network, and it actually produces a seed. Mushrooms are very alkaline. Shiitake mushrooms or fungus, and you can't eat them according to the Torah, so I wouldn't eat the shiitake, but the portobellos are very, very electrical. The kombucha tea is putrefaction. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get too much of that in you. Now, you will get some good bifidobacteria that comes from it that'll help restore your gut, but too much of it will putrefy your cells, and then you're going to be hollering at me for some herbs. So I stay away from it, to be honest with you. What else we got? One of you person, I answered that already. How long I been on here? So look, I've been on here for an hour, y'all. I'm going to answer one more, and I'm going to get up out of here. My hemoglobin level is so low. They keep trying to get me to do a blood transfusion. Damira, I think I said your name right, Queen. Get at me. You need some of my iron phosphate. We'll put you on an iron phosphate package that'll bring that hemoglobin up. All right. So you might be dealing with a parasite though, because again, you have these microorganisms and these microparasitics that launches themselves inside of the mucosal membrane blood barrier of each cells due to the Golgi apparatus, and they eat that hemoglobin up out of you. And remember, if it get too low, anemia coming to sickle cell, and then once it becomes sickle cell, it turns into leukemia. Then after leukemia, it turns into full-blown AIDS. It's all the same disease though, or malaria, which is doing to the liver. So get at me, we'll get you some iron phosphate in you. Make sure you get at me though. All right, so look, we done got all of that in. Y'all been asking a whole lot. All right, let's get to it. What you talking about, Ani, y'all? 1 month old with sickle cells. Is that a question? Or are you telling me? Now, a 1 month old with sickle cells, what I do with 1 month old with sickle cells, I would do the iron phosphate, but I do it in the children doses according to his weight on my website. All right. According to the doses on my website. Now, if you breastfeeding, that'll be powerful, because you can take the iron phosphate and then you will feed it to the 1 month through the breast. That's how I truly like to do it. But if you got that baby on any type of Similac and all of that other crazy milk that's hurting the baby anyway, that's probably, you know what I'm saying? But you need to take that stuff yourself and give it to the baby through the breast milk. All right. All right. So look, I got some questions. Who want it? Huh? Who want it? Let's see. I'm finna give y'all a quiz real quick. What I want. All right, so my first question is, I got 3 people. I'm gonna get 3 people. The first person that win, now we're gonna do the last. Matter of fact, we do first. First person that win will get the juicer. The last 2 people will get a 3 bitters and a 4 element. All right, how we gonna do this? Let me see. Okay, I got one. Let's see who got it. Early in my video, I was talking about how doctors actually, you can't participate. You're part of the family. I know. Nobody a part of the family can participate. All right. So inside of my video, early in my video, I was telling people about how they suppress disease. I told y'all to look a certain name up. Let's see if y'all actually pay attention. What was the name that I asked y'all to look it up? And I will give y'all the first name. The first name is called suppressive. And then there's 2 more words that come with this name. Huh? Suppressive something. Whoever gets this name first actually gets the blender. Let's see who been listening. Huh? Who been listening? Boy, Anna on it, boy. All right, so Anna Tooleyson won it, y'all. She was on it. She must have been writing it down. All right, congratulations, Anna Tooleyson. So you actually won this. There you go. Anna beat y'all. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. Anna beat y'all to the punch, boy. So what I need you to do, Anna, forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, Anna. Anna Tooleyson is go to my my inbox and type in your name and type in your address. All I ask you to do is when you receive your juicer to make a picture on Facebook for people know that you really got it. All right, people know that you really got it. All right. So, man, y'all give her a congratulations. She fired off like a shotgun. Straight up. All right, let's see. What else? What else? What else do I got? Give me the 4 main mucosa membrane reactions to when the body's healing. The 4 main mucosa membrane to the body, when the reactions when the body is healing. They call them symptoms. All right. Not only do I need the symptoms, but I need to know what they do. Okay. What's the reason? All right, Marcus Israel just named them: fever, cough, sneezing, and inflammation. Why though? What do they do? First person to answer that. Matter of fact, first person to answer that, I give them 3 bitters and iron phosphate. 3 bitters and iron phosphate. I see y'all naming them, but why? Name them and tell me why. Name them and tell me why, family. Let's see if y'all be learning. See, I like this. My people learning this stuff. All right. Let's see. I need 4 of them. Give me 4 and give me the reasons why. 4 and the reasons why. Fever, cough, inflammation, that cures the mucous membrane. Yes, I'm saying I need each reason why for the 4 though. Like I say, look, I'm gonna keep it simple for you. All right, so look, Ollie. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So one of them said sweating, fever for sweating, but why though? What does it do? What do it do? What sweating do? I need y'all to name them for me. I'll break cell, repairing themselves. Y'all, I need all 4 of them though. Somebody take y'all time and type it in. The first person, I'm gonna even add something with your 3 bitters. I'm gonna add something to it, and then we'll do one more. Sneeze and get out. Expel mucus. Yes, it's for expelling mucus, but how does it do it? What do sweat do? Sweat actually make you sweat out the toxins. What do cough do? You see what I'm saying? Cough, you see what I need it like that. Look, so since ain't nobody doing it right, I'm gonna give it to the first person who said it, and we're gonna ask another question. That was for Marcus. All right, Marcus Israel. Marcus Israel, since you was the first person to say all 4 of them to expel, because ain't no, yeah, I don't think y'all, maybe I'm asking the question wrong. I'm gonna let you get that. So you get the 3 bitters, hit me in my inbox, just give me your full name and give me your address. Let me try to ask something. Okay, it's 2 sides to chemistry. It's two sides to chemistry. What are they? It's 2 sides to chemistry. This is an easy one. It's 2 sides to chemistry. What are they? It's 2 sides to chemistry. Alkaline and acid. Okay. I got you. Gold King X. Go. Hold on. Nope. John said it first. Hold on. Michael Longley. Hold on. Who was that? That was Michael Longley. All right. Michael Longley said it first, y'all. At 9:19, his came across first. Michael Longley. All right. Hit me up in my inbox and I got you. Make sure you send your stuff. I got one more, family. Michael Longley won that. Yeah, I got to go back because last time when I was doing giveaways, I was misfiring and giving people free stuff that went second. All right. This is my last one. I got to do a good one. Let me see. I got to do a good one. I'm thinking. Hold on, family. Let me think. All right. Oh, I got one for y'all. Check this out. All right. Check this out, y'all. I got a good one. Let's see who get this. What lives inside the lymph nodes? And what's the purpose of the lymph nodes? What lives inside the lymph nodes? And what's the purpose of the lymph nodes? What we got? Who got it? What lives inside the lymph nodes? And what's the purpose of the lymph node? Whoever get this, boy. That was a bun bifidobacteria. What you call it, bro? Darius, man. bacterium or something. There we go. Gail Marie. Gail Marie said it. Microphages. But what do the microphages do? We have to know what they do. What is their job? So, Gail, you got it right, but you didn't give me the definition. Oh, man, y'all is funny, boy. Let me go back up and see if she corrected herself before everybody else. Man, y'all is hilarious. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get that one to Gail, y'all. All right. So look, that's what I'm giving away. Next week, I got y'all. I'll be giving away some more stuff. The more and more y'all contribute, the more and more y'all help out, the more and more we can do stuff like this. Again, we also have started, Gail, make sure you hit me up in my inbox with all your information. Again, we have started a donation page. If y'all go to my website, matter of fact, I will show y'all that. Give me a second. Let me show y'all that real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. Waiting. All right, family, let me show y'all this real fast and we get up out of here. Now, the reason why I'm showing y'all this is because this donation, long as you type in for free packaging, every cent y'all put towards the donation will go towards somebody that need healing. Say somebody got HIV, full-blown AIDS, brain cancer, dying of a brain tumor, and they can't afford the package. All of your money will go towards that. So just like I'm helping y'all out, help y'all people out. Again, all this money is used for that. That's what it's used for. Our company already give away a lot of free stuff each month, and I'm not talking about what I'm talking about now, like the juicers and all of that. We actually give away a lot of free herbs every month anyway, but this will help a lot of people because a lot of people are on hard times and a lot of people are sick. So I'm finna show y'all that. Let me show y'all my screen real quick. All right, so what you're gonna do is, family, you're gonna go to my website, and when you go to my website, you're going to hover over to the more button. When you get to the more button, you're going to click on donations and it says make a difference, donate. All right. You can either donate to PayPal, you can either donate to my Cash App, or do a PO box and do a money order. Just make sure you say that it's for people healing, because I get a lot of donations for the cost anyway. But make sure when you donate, you say it's for a healing package. It's for people that can't afford it, and we will get that to them, y'all. We'll get that to them. And each month we'll do a free drawing for all the money that we have gathered up through this. And we'll do a free drawing, and we'll call somebody out that's online or something like that. And we'll just make it fun for the people and really start truly inspiring people, y'all. That's what we need to be doing, inspiring our people and letting our people know that, hey, it's somebody here that can heal you. Or, hey, it's somebody here that truly do care about you. Like we care about our people. If we ain't here for each other, then who gonna be here for us? All right. So look, with that being said, I love y'all. Congratulations to all the winners. Make sure that y'all hit me up and give me y'all full addresses. Y'all seen the pictures in the beginning. People really do get their stuff. This is no lies, no gimmick. All of this is information that I've truly experienced myself. This is not stuff I'm just reading. I'm actually in the fields. We actually out in the laboratories, in the fields, and we really healing. And we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of healing testimonies and clinical trials and studies under our belt. So I'm not speaking from somebody to just sit around and read and watch YouTube all day. We actually out here really healing our people. With that being said, I love y'all indeed, the truth. Shalom, shalom, family. Peace.